Hello, I'm back again. Right now I want to discuss thread cutting. So thread cutting using a lathe machine. So we are going to start by asking ourselves what is the types of threads. So threads, you could have an isometric threads, or we also have imperial threads. In isometric threads, we calibrate the space or the distance between two pitches of a thread. So for example, when you are saying about 2.5 millimeters, so that means from one pitch to the other when they are two successful, so the distance between of it is 2.5 inches. So in an imperial, you'll be able to you measure the number of threads per inch. So if it's 1.4 millimeters, for example, that converts to 6.35 threads per inch. So therefore, there are different thread forms. We have V-shaped threads. We have square threads. We have buttress threads. We have square. We have hearts and stars. You start making threads. They are on a lathe machine, that is. There are some of the parameters that you need to adjust and some of the settings that you need to do before you start any cutting of threads. So first of all, you are going to start by setting the threads, setting the lathe machine into the required positions. You are going to set the cutting tool. You are going to set the workpiece in position. So therefore, you need to be able to learn this and you'll be able to set it. So first of all, you are going to mount the workpiece onto the chuck, and after that you are going to set the cutting tool. The cutting tool should be designed or shaped in the type of thread that you want to cut. So otherwise, if you have a thread that is V-shaped, you need a cutting tool that is still V-shaped. So otherwise, it's not going to produce the required thread. After everything is set, now you need to do the surfacing. The workpiece, first of all, you have to obtain the required bore diameter of the workpiece. So you start by surfacing the workpiece before you start cutting the threads. So after attaining the required bore diameter, now you can start thread cutting. First of all, when you cut for the first time, you don't get into a bigger depth of cut. You just graze on top of the workpiece until the end to the required position, and then when you get there, you have to reverse the direction of the motor of the lathe so that you can be able to go back to the starting point. At that point, there is a gear lever that you engaged so that the motor can reverse its direction. So with this, after now the reversing and you start threading again, you increase the depth of cut every time you finish one cycle. In the next cycle, you have to increase the depth of cut. So with that, if you do it repeatedly, then the required thread will be produced. After that, after the thread is made, you have to measure it with a micrometer screw gauge to confirm. You can also use a thread gauge to confirm if the required threads are being made. So you can file on top of it so that you can remove all the bars that could have mounted on it, so that the threads are smooth. Also, now you have your threads, and now you have to test it with a nut. So you take your nut and you increase it. You get it inside the threads to see it's a fit. So with that, threads are made, and then you're good to go. So I'm going to finish up right there, and I'm going to thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.